Hello YouTube, my name is Brett. I've been making AI voice agents that operate on the phone for about 3 months now, and I have started that with a company called Agents Discovery. Please check us out. I have all the information to contact me and or get a hold of me, LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff in the description. Of course, schedule some time with Jessica if you have any further questions with me. I'll leave her phone number down there too. So we'll get started with this video. In this video, I'm going to show how my assistant Jarvis is able to cancel bookings during a call. I think I did a demo for it. I'll put maybe a link for it here or go back in my channel and find it. And it's 2 steps. This is how I implemented it this is just how I did it. Please comments, reach out to me how you did it or if you've done this differently. But this is using Synthflow and Cal.com. Synthflow is the voice agent Jarvis. Cal.com is the integration. And what we have here is 2 steps let me make sure I'm in the right. No, I'm in the wrong agent. This is Jessica. Let's go to Jarvis. Go to prompt. So we have 2 steps, booking details and searches, and then booking cancellations or searches. So we have the get all bookings lookup. That is the action we'll look at here in a minute. And then once we do the get all bookings, now this is initiated from a caller saying, hey, I want to cancel, or can you look up my meeting? I forgot when it was. And then Jarvis will ask for their name and email to find it. Once he finds it, this is the results he's working with. You can specify that in your prompt. It's important. I think it makes it a lot faster. And on top of that, always make sure that you're telling your agent what time zone it's in and converting from, because anytime you do these calls, it's really hard to get the time conversions right. So always stress every time you get to make a new tool or change something in your prompt, always make sure that the agent understands it's converting from UTC to Eastern or whatever your time zone is. So that's it for that part. It's just, hey, use this tool right here, get this data, and then make sure you convert the time zone. Now the next step, after we've looked up the booking, we can do cancelations. I can't say that word. Cancellations or reschedules. So when asked to cancel, just find the booking ID. Here we go. When asked to cancel, just find the booking ID. After that, a workflow will pick up the data and remove the booking. I found that to be important. If you don't kind of give it this after that, a workflow will pick up. Just if you don't say, hey, Jarvis or whatever this agent is, just find the ID. Something else in the background will take care of this request called cancelations. If you don't tell them that, they'll get confused and they'll try to use other API calls and try to execute it, and then whoops, I'm sorry, and they'll stumble. So very important to put that in there. And then next, when asked to reschedule, just find the booking ID. See how I keep stressing? All you got to do is find the booking ID, and then a new time that works for the recruiter. And so that's it. So basically, and so why we have stressed that is this. It's this simple workflow right here. There's a webhook, calls made, captures webhook data. There's a filter here. We'll go through that filter. So this filter prevents a booking from being deleted when someone is just asking, hey, I forgot when my meeting was. So if you don't have that filter in your scenario, in this case it's in make, then if I ask for when my meeting is, that will cause this scenario webhook to delete the booking. This is another reason why I try not to do workflows. I see a lot of people building very complicated and complex scenario workflows on make, and I'm sure they work fine, but if you offload as much decision making as you possibly can that's reliable to the agent during the call, instead of making workflows that trigger and ping off of something else and then another thing falls down and you pass this information to here which causes this filter to parse out this. If you can avoid all that, you can. In my opinion, that's the best way to go, and that's why this is so simple, 2 steps. But you have to put the filter in, and again, all that to say is this filter prevents bookings from being deleted when you're just asking for when is my meeting. And then we'll go to that. Actions. Technically, it's an after the call action. In my testing, it worked. I did the live demo. And so cancel booking requested. And then this is that filter right here. This part, this filter. So, did the caller request a booking cancellation or reschedule? Now, whether they're canceling or rescheduling doesn't matter. Either way, we got to delete the old booking and create a new one. These are just vernaculars. Canceling and rescheduling are the same thing. So it's an or. So this evaluates to, I think it's true or false. Yeah, I think it's a Boolean. Yeah, yes, no, question, extractor. You can see at the top here. And then, once this filter pass checks, and then it goes on to this delete request. This delete request is the cal.com API version 1, and that's the bookings/cancel. And that's right here, bookings/cancel. There's your endpoint, your description, your parameters you need. We'll go to that next. What did I call that? Get all bookings. Get all bookings. Action results, and again, results.data ID or UID, depending on which version of the API you're using. You might need either one. I call Jarvis. Jarvis, can you reschedule me? Sure. Can I look up your meeting? He does use this tool. He looks it up. He gets this ID. This ID is then passed to this workflow. It's passed to this API request if we get past this filter, and that filter condition being they requested a cancellation or a reschedule. And then that gets through the one little check, and then the endpoints hit, then the ID is passed along, and then the old meeting is deleted, and maybe a new one is scheduled. That's it. That's how it works. It's like I said in the demo, it's pretty simple, but I think some people were interested in how I did it, so this is how I did it. If you're still confused or don't understand any of that, I'll put Jessica's number. She's always in all my videos. She handles my calendar. I just get up in every single day and look at my calendar, and I just go where I just show up to everything that Jessica tells me to go to. Again, my name is Brett, agentsdiscovery.com. Please schedule some time with me and Jessica through Jessica, and thanks for watching.